All this and more coming up on this episode of our Star Cars series, Building a Mad Max Interceptor Pursuit Special. Hey everybody, D Viper here with Mad Max Cars. Welcome to episode 2 of this series of Building the Mad Max Interceptor. In this series we're taking an Australian Ford Falcon XB coupe and building it into a Mad Max Interceptor, or Pursuit Special if you prefer, doing a ground up restoration. In the first episode we took the car and tore it down, we media blasted it, and we DP90 coated it to get ready for everything coming up. In this episode, episode 2, it's going to be the first of a few-part series in doing the metal work and rust repair and body damage repair to get that body ready to do everything coming up. So if you'd like to see more of this series, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that'll tell you anytime we're putting out a video coming up. And we'd always love to hear your comments, and if you want to put a like on this video, we'd really appreciate that as well. We'll look forward to seeing you at the end. Alright everybody, this is Bryce. He is our lead metal fabricator, and he's been doing a bulk of the work that you've been seeing here. I just wanted to give you a chance to meet him, introduce him to you all, because he's going to be working throughout this series of videos on the metalwork section of the car. Tell us what you think about working on this stuff.
Well, D, I'll tell you, I love it. This is absolutely a dream job. You know, you watch these videos and you think, wow, it looks really cool, it looks like a great place to work. It's even better than what you could imagine. It's so much fun. These cars are great. It's just a great place to work, great environment. I can't say enough about the cars. I mean, this is the ultimate car that you're working on.
In this build, we'll take a systematic approach to metal repair, starting at the back of the car and moving forward. The rusted panels are removed, we've prepped the surfaces, and fix any dents. Then we prepare to install the new sections, like this taillight panel for example. We'll modify replacement sections for a perfect fit and clip them in place with these temporary fasteners called clecos. This allows us to remove them and put them back in exactly the same place several times. Many sections, small and large, need to be replaced, and every one will need some custom work to fit perfectly. Test fitting is very important. Since all these parts interconnect and need to fit and work together perfectly, they'll have to come out and go back in several times. As you saw in episode 1, most of the panels in the rear of this car have some rust and need to come out to be replaced. Look at how rotten this rear bumper panel is. Well, we've got these back panels out. We're also going to be repairing the rust damage in the trunk floors, and of course replacing these trunk drop downs and the lower quarters. So we're currently removing these rusted out bumper brackets and fabricating some new ones to get ready to replace those. Over here on the other side, also removing this rusted out section of trunk floor and getting ready to replace that along with the bumper bracket.
Open sesame. Oh!
Yeah!
Success!
Alright, one more piece of rust gone.
That's it. Now we make this brandy new, put it back in, and carry on.
Excellent. Here are the rough forms of the bumper brackets that we've been working on. They still need a bit of work before they're ready to install. Tell me what you're doing with this piece of metal that you just cut out.
So what we are doing with this piece is we are doing some custom fabrication and replacing these two pieces that came off of the back of the Interceptor right from in there. Right from in there. So we gotta take the old welds out, cut the piece out, and then we'll fab it and it'll pop it right back in there, good as new.
Excellent.
Yeah. Test fit, reshape, till it's perfect. Then we weld it in, make it permanent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We've been working on fitting this rear lower bumper panel, and at the same time fitting these drop downs for the inside of the trunk. These end quarter panel extensions that we showed you fabricating a little while ago. And of course, you know we've been working on these lower quarter panels. What you making?
I am making a new piece back here. This was all pretty rotted out. And so cut this out, clean this all up. Luckily the frame's in really good shape. And then just a little bit more forming. Cut, it'll go right there. And then the new brackets that we've made, that we fabricated today for the rear bumper, go on that. She'll be all sewed up. Now I'll be able to just weld in that part, that little piece there. Just make that nice little factory edge.
There's the new bracket and the new trunk floor extension. Ready for a little bit of final fitment, and then you're going to weld them in?
That's it.
And here we're applying some copper weld-through primer. This stuff protects the surface as well as allowing a good contact for the weld. Okay everybody, this is Delane. She's also one of our metal fabricators.
No way.
So we've been doing some extensive panel fabrication and fitting over and over again. This has come apart and gone together quite a number of times. And so now we're going to do what is probably the final panel fitting before we start welding these segments in. We've got all the edges coated with the copper weld-through primer. And we're putting things together with Clecos, which are a positioning tool that generally used for aircraft, but we also use them for body work to refine the positioning of the panels and prepare them for welding. smoking gun.
That's it, baby.
So we're getting all of this spot welded together. None of this has been finished, grinded, or detailed at all. It's just the first rudimentary assembly. Putting all these panels together. There's going to, of course, be final detailing as we go through and grinding and detailing the surfaces before we move forward. But the assembly is coming along. And now we're getting these bumper brackets welded in. As you can see, also some of the finish work is taking place on these patch panels in the trunk floor. Got the same thing going on both sides. Still quite a bit of little finish work detailing to do, but as you can see, it comes along bit by bit. Comes along a little bit at a time, but it's all in making sure the details are perfect. Here it is a little further along. Of course, while we're back here, we're taking care of all the little details. These little holes show up everywhere. And you just got to take care of them if you want the finished product to be the kind of quality we look for. And here it is. Shaping's coming along. Not quite done yet, but getting very close. Finding a few more holes here. Of course, we got to take care of them all. Side 2 coming along with the fixing of the little details, and we're just picking off all these little holes everywhere so that the car is perfect when it's done. Yet another section of rust that we're cutting out and replacing.
There it is.
So there it is, that spot's removed. Time to fabricate a new piece and put it in there.
Yep, that's it.
Just starting to rough fit some pieces of metal in there. Of course, it'll get cleaned up. This is just the basic fit. And there we are, a little further along with the beautifying. Each step takes it a little closer to perfection. And it's pretty much wrapped up. 90% of the way there. There's some final detailing to do, which we're probably going to do along with most of the rest of the body. But the rear end is pretty much wrapped up, at least as far as this video is concerned. We'll show you a little bit more when it happens. Absolutely. Well, we're all done with the rear end of the car. We're going to be moving on to the package tray and continue forward on the car. Nothing there that you're seeing in this this car scaring you?
No, nothing. I look forward to the challenge. Bring it.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Hey everybody, we hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please click the like button because that helps the channel. And if you'd like to, leave a comment. We always love hearing from you. If you want to get more of our content and see the rest of this series as it comes out or anything else we put out, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know anytime we put a new video out. In any case, hope you enjoyed it and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.